What is up, everybody? I am in front of a door right now. That is because we got a special video today. We got a room tour. So this is a little different of what I've done before. Obviously, you've seen most of it, but I want to go into more detail on some of this stuff. So first off, I'm going to start up here. So this is my chase wall from the Hulk Hogan Superstar. These are all in order. Well, we got this, my only superstar, my 3 legends, basic, and all elites. So these are pretty cool. I really like all these. Obviously, I'm running out of space up there for chases, but I figured some out, so I'm gonna do that. But yeah, this is my chase section up here. Now, up in my closet area, I got all my ultimate boxes stacked up. I'm gonna have to move some stuff over to start a third one, but yes, that is my stuff right there. Now the main part of the collection, so we're gonna start off from the top here. So we got my 4 cars right here, and I got Hulk Hogan holding the Roman super rare belt, and we got a championship belt. Now I don't think I've ever told you guys about this belt right here. So me and my brother went on a toy hunt, months ago, and we actually ripped that belt at the same time. He got one and I got one, which is pretty crazy. Now right over here we have John Cena. Obviously got this months ago. Thought I would never find that, but they had the Spark Your Collection. Now this figure right here, this Ultimate Warrior, is kind of special to me. This is actually the first WWE figure that I have. I got this years ago for Christmas when I was playing with them and stuff. And I was like, I'm not going to open this one. I don't even care if it's not worth anything. I think it's awesome, the old Defining Moments box. And that one's just special to me because, Now over here, we got this little section. So we have 2 Zack Ryders, and I have this Matt Cardona now. I got that signed by him before he came back to WWE. So that was pretty cool. We got the Deathmatch King right here, so that was pretty interesting. Then we have the Scott Hall NWO car. Got that out of a toy hunt months ago. A lot of this stuff you guys have already seen, but want to show some stuff off in more detail. We got the Build-A-Figure. Now this, I don't know what this is. I think it's like a bootleg thing or some like a bootleg figure, but I don't care. I think it's kind of cool because it looks old. So now I did move some stuff around, so some stuff has been moved around. Now that will get explained in shorts and stuff, but no. So originally we had Hulk Hogan up here, but now I made it my CM Punk and LA Knight shelf. He was originally down more, but I moved him up. Then we have Wyatt 6 and the Bray Wyatt shelf. We got the whole Wyatt 6 and my 2 Brays. Then down more, we have Seth Rollins shelf, which is pretty interesting. A little dusty right here. I'm going to have to do that. But got a Seth Rollins shelf. I love Seth Rollins, so it's pretty cool. Then we have here, we have the Undertaker and Kane shelf. Got some pretty interesting figures here. And now this was originally my Stone Cold shelf. But right now, there is just kind of random figures right here for now. Some figures, like these guys, were not in my display before. I had them in a tote because I didn't have the space yet. But that is where they are now. And then below them, I got this R-Truth right now. He's going to get moved. But for now, that's just how that's going to go. Then let's start off with the next shelf here. So up here, we have my Piper's Pit with all those figures. We have a RVD, Gunther's back there, and then we have an NWO 3-pack with X-Pac, Build-A-Figure. I really like how this setup is. I don't really have anything special going with this one. I just kind of like how it's all set up to add more figures and stuff. And then the big bulk here, we got the Cena shelf. So there's a lot of Cenas. I definitely have the most Cenas out of any of my figs, for sure. My goal is to collect as many of the new Cenas as possible. I do love collecting the old Cenas. A lot of these figures I never thought I would own. like the Invisible Cena. There's some other farewell tour, the red one, the Brussels, the blue one. You know, I didn't even know about this one being out yet, the WrestleMania, last year's WrestleMania. So that was pretty interesting. Some of that stuff was like crazy find. My brother found the Brussels one, so he bought that for me. But Cena, obviously, holds a very special place in all of our hearts. Then next up, one of my other favorite shelves here, we have the Bloodline shelf. So we got the old Bloodline, we got new Bloodline, current Bloodline. We got everybody you could pretty much think of. We got Jay, Jimmy, Jacob, Tama, Solo, Tonga, Rikishi, Umaga. We got everybody pretty much back there. There are some more that we need in the collection, but overall, pretty cool area. I really like how this is all. I just need to get me a Jimmy Elite. There's a new one coming out. I'm going to put him right there when I get them. The next shelf, we have my women's shelf. There's a lot of them. I have a lot of women wrestlers, but there's a lot of really good ones. You know, Chelsea Green, that was unexpected. That was a random retail purchase off of Walmart app, but we got pretty much a lot of people. You know, Nikki's back there, Bianca, she's back, but unback because she's pregnant. Congratulations, by the way, if you see this. But yeah, you know, women's shelf, we got so many. I love collecting women's wrestlers. They are the harder ones to find. At the time of recording this, I am looking for the new Sol Ruca first time in the line, so hopefully we can find that. Then down here, we have just kind of random figures as well. Tommaso and Ray, Justin, Terry Funk. You know, just some random figures. I kind of like how this is set up right now. I can just put random figures on this shelf to, you know, help space issues. Then below here, I never really got into detail on this. So this shelf is kind of random. I got belts and stuff. Now, I like putting the current champions on them. So, you know, for example, we got the tag team, women's tag team. I don't have a Brie Bella or a Paige. Paige is back, so I can't put that belt on them. Or Miles Bourne, Becky now. Now, Lexis King just won. I don't have a Lexis King. I have had plenty of opportunities, but, you know, I did not. NXT champion, which would be Tony. I don't have a Tony. We have some chairs, and then we have the Wrecking Undertaker right there, because I couldn't really find a good spot for him, so I thought that was pretty good. Now, I'm going to save this top part up and for the last part of it. But we have my Undertaker. Yes, we have my Undertaker shelf right here. No, I'm just joking. Ultimate Warrior shelf. I love Ultimate Warriors, obviously. Oh. But we got a few cool ones here. I love all of them. This is my favorite one. Definitely. The older one with the suit. Rest in peace. But I love him holding the mask. And then we got the Street Fighter one right there. But yeah, pretty cool. Next up, we have the Roman shelf. Now, Roman does get his own shelf, of course. I got him rocking the World Heavyweight Championship. Now, his kind of thing right here is a little weird. This is the Ultimate. I can't get him to bend backwards more or he'll fall over. So I just kind of have him in this pose. This arm is kind of loose. So every time I, you know, keep it like that. There we go. That's exactly how I want it. So hopefully that stays. This shelf, there's not really much going on right now. I just got R-Truth and Damian with the tag team titles. I can put more people here if I need to. Maybe a tag team shelf or something like that. Then below here, we got Kofi and Street Profits, which they are back. I got super hyped about that because we haven't seen them in months. So really cool. I want to get some elites for them. This shelf is empty. Now, the only thing about these bottom shelves is you can't really see stuff when you know, put them down. Put figures down here, which is, you know, it's all right. But hopefully I can, you know, take care of that at some point. And then right here I got the beach ball, Jurassic Express from the Pro Wrestling Crate last month. All right, next up, we have this shelf. Now, this is just kind of a random shelf. We got Joe Hendry, we got Carmelo, Sammy, we have a Randy, Trick, very happy about that. Ethan Page, we got the Kurt, which I'm actually going to take that Kurt and move him somewhere else. And there's a Rick, I'm going to actually do that. Few cool figures down there for sure. Then we have the Judgment Day shelf. Now, I know I have them right here, but I kind of like how this is. We got Rhea and Liv, new champions. Roxanne, Raquel's back there. And we got JD and Finn, another Dom. So I like how that shelf is. I like them just like that. Which I could put them because they were Judgment Day, but, you know, it's fine. We have an empty shelf, which gives me some space. Then right here, we kind of just have random stuff as well. We have Batista, Shark, Diesel, Razor, my Golga. Now, I would put Golga up higher, but his arm is super loose, and I can't really figure out anything with that, so I'm just going to keep him there. Then down here, I'm going to have these moved, but I have these really cool Hardys that I found from a garage sale, like last year, like early last year in the summer. I'm going to probably move them up because these are really cool. I really like how these look with the detail of the shirts. These are super old figures, and hopefully I can find some new figures in a garage sale at some point this year. Now here is where I have the Stone Colds now. I got them all the way to the right. This is where Cody was. But we have the, we got the cool ones. I love Stone Cold figures. I did not order that King of the Ring one. I should have, but it's not that big of a deal. I can always maybe get that eventually. I think it's actually sold out right now, but, that's all right. Then down here is also more random figs. We have Motor City Machine Guns, American Made. We got Andrade back there, the Steiner brothers, and we have the Street Fighter Batista. Also, more of a random shelf. We got, Chad Gable, OG Chad Gable, Nathan Frazier, Axiom. I have a Dean, Randy, Logan, Virgil, just random figs. A lot of these shelves just kind of get random because I only have like one of each or something. So there's no point to have them have their own shelf. If I could, I would, but I don't have the space for that. Now, right here is a little interesting. So we have the new, or the old, I guess you can say, dollar store figures. There is a new series coming out, so I hope to find some of those. But we have a Grayson, a Tyler Breeze back there. Funny story about him. I think I already said it, but could never beat him in 2K16 back in the day. So that was fun, kind of funny. Found him in like a loose bin at my toy store. So, and we have one of my favorite figures for sure. We have AJ Styles, WrestleMania. Then right over here, we also have more of a random kind of lot here. Just random figs. Down here as well, more random figgies with this really cool Rhino that I found at a garage sale. But yeah, just random figgies. And then also down here we have Great Mutas, British Bulldog, Ray, and then Sid Vicious. So that's pretty cool. Then also down here, I'm going to pull him out. I did not make a short on this, but we have this really cool Sting kind of beat it up buddy. If I hit him here. It's showtime. There he goes. 2, 3. So that's pretty cool. I really like that. My brother has a Cody one. Oh, making a bunch of noise. Oh, you already know, guys, what I'm about to do. My brother already knows. You ready? That is the face of somebody that's coming to get you. Bring it on. Yes, bring it on. So that is that shelf. Now, up here, we're going to start moving up here. He might make noise in the background. Yeah, he is. Rematch Dynamite next week. Yes, Dynamite next week. What was that? All right, he's making noise. I'm going to throw him on the floor, maybe. There we go. Again, sorry guys. Is he good? Yeah, he's just making a bunch of random noise in the background. Okay, back on track. So here we have my two roughs, John Cone and Charles Robinson, with this really cool That's not out anymore. Matt Cardona Super 7 figure. I got that for me and my brother for Christmas last year. So that was a really cool find. And it was on sale too, so that's pretty cool. We have Drew, Austin, Logan. By the way, Brock Lesnar retired, and I'm so happy that I own this figure because I have a feeling all of his figures are going to go up in price now. That was loose. And this Mutant Brock was a figure I've wanted for so long. All right, let's keep moving along. We got Penta with the Intercontinental. We have this cool Danhausen like ball thing I got out of a mystery bag. We have a Minute Maid, Fruit Punch WWE, not opened. Heath, Rhino, and Braun. We have Ray and Eddie. Steve Blackman right there, pretty cool figure. We have a Randy. We got Oba, which I'm going to move him, I think. Papa Shango. We have the Great Khali holding the belt up. Paul Heyman. Hornswoggle, Jimmy Hart, and Rusev, which is pretty cool. Now let's start moving up a little bit more here. So this little shelf is all just random knickknacks. We have Knuckle Crunchers. We got little Funko Pops. We got these cool little squishy things right here. Roman and all that. And then we have a bunch of slap bands. Then up here we have the Cody Rhodes Superstar and 2 of the normal superstars now. But we have Muhammad Ali and Ric Flair. Now, Ric Flair was one of the first figures that I bought coming back to the collection game. Then up here we have a bunch of goodies. We have, I'm going to zoom out here. We have a Danhausen Bell-to-Bell. We have all the Bell-to-Bells with a sweet Brian Myers. And then we have all my major bendies and these cool retros. And then all these micro brawlers up here. So that's pretty cool. I love collecting just these little things like this. Hopefully I can get some of this stuff signed eventually. Then over here we have... Oh, actually forgot about this. So these are my Shield figures I found at a toy store. $5 a piece for those. I don't even know what those are. But I thought those were pretty cool. Then we have this Matt Riddle. I'm hoping to get this signed in a couple weeks by him. So that's going to be pretty cool. Then over here, these are my Men on Card figures. So we have a good amount here. We have Lyra, Joaquin Wilde, which I found out is actually a chase. So that's cool. Santos Escobar. We have Ronda. Humberto, Oba Femi first time in line, Penta first time in line, Baron Corbin first time in line, and Ricky Saints. And then up here we have just some more random figures. This was a birthday present for me last year by my brother. This cool, really cool Zodiac first time in line. Never seen that before that time. And then I did purchase a John Cena, Invisible Cena, in the box as well, just so I could have both. We have the R-Truth. I got that out of a mystery bag, so that's why I own 2 of those. And then we have this really cool Hulk Hogan. I wanted to have a Hulk Hogan in the box, and that's the one I chose. I might get another one because I really want the guitar out of the box, but we have Asuka Monsters, Zombie, Matt Hardy, and Street Fighters, Nick Jackson. Now, over here, I'm going to tell you guys right now, that picture is crazy. But before we get there, we have these IWR. So that's my local indie that I love going to, which is crazy because Paige wrestled in there. You have AJ Francis and stuff. If you know about this, definitely check these out. These are really good. There's a, this is where I'm going. The next one, WrestleFest 2, is actually where I should be getting Matt Riddle signed. Now over here we have my sign pictures. So we have Chelsea Green, which I purchased at a show because come on now, that's crazy. And we have some other autographs, and we have Rhino, which is pretty cool. I did get Rhino to sign a picture for me, which is pretty cool. Now over here, this is just, side stuff. But over here, we have even more figures. So we have a bunch of random goodie figures over here. We got, Bruno, Carlito, Hurricane, Billy, Boogeyman. We have Jay and Jimmy, AJ, Edge, Jake the Snake. These figures are some of my favorites. Just some random figures. I had to open some space up because I was running out of space. Now over here is my AEW section. So I have my Jericho Housen, which I wish I could have got the Danhausen before he came to WWE, but that's all right. We have, they're not even the current champions, but I love how that looks. That is my favorite AEW figure, by the way. Found that at a Kohl's. One of my favorites. Then we have, you know, just some random figures. Sting, we got Santana, Cody's over there, Rick. And then down here is just all my other random figures and stuff. Now over here we have the announcing kind of area. We got Mean Gene, Howard Finkel. Now with the new Monday Night War set, I believe we get another Michael Cole, like current Michael Cole. So I'm going to throw him right there when I obtain him. Over here is like corporate kind of thing. We have, you know, Nick Aldis, Triple H, Vince, William, Shane, and this homie. Then down here is one of my favorite collections. We have here the Zombies figures. So, yes, I am on the hunt for as many of those as possible. I do have the Matt Hardy, but I wanted that in box, so if I find another one, I'll probably pick that up to put in the collection. Now, over here, I'm not going to show down here, but there are figures down here that I'm going to be recording. So, I got a lot of stuff to record. So, stay tuned for that. Over here, I moved the Hulk Hogan shelf, so I got more space for some more Hulk Hogans. So, I love my Hulk Hogan shelf. Got the Ultimate, all that good stuff. Got some video games over there. I do play video games as well. Another hobby of mine. Then down here, we have my Cody shelf. So, I moved him over. So, that's pretty cool. We got all that stuff. Yeah, I do have 2 of the chases because I wanted one out of the box. So, I own 3 of these figures. Not a sculptor, though. Not a sculptor. I don't like doing that. I don't like buying multiple figures because I know other people want them. Hopefully to not resell, but, you know. Then we have the Rock section over here. You know, pretty cool. I love the Rock figures as well. And I love that Ultimate. That's one of my favorite Ultimates for sure. And yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. I mean, that's my collection. I got side stuff. I also bought this John Cena Final Match pendant. But yeah, I mean, that's the collection. I haven't done a room tour yet, and I'm happy I did because it was time. Obviously, this video is going to be outdated, you know, because I'm going to keep finding new stuff. Because what I like to do is I'll go on toy hunts and I'll record stuff. And I'll record, so if I upload for like a month straight, that's because I went on a toy hunt and I found 7 figures, and that's 7 days worth of figures. So that's kind of how I like to do it, just so I have steady content going. But I wanted to do a different video. I want to start doing more different videos. So if there's anything else kind of like this you would like to see besides toy hunts or just unboxing videos, please let me know in the comments below, because I would love to take some more ideas and do stuff like this more, go into more detail on figures and stuff like that. But yeah, that is my room tour collection. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Please leave a like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Peace out.